Imagine a workplace where everyone seems happy all the time, smiles are plastered on faces, problems are minimized, and negativity is taboo. This might sound pleasant at first, but beneath the surface often lies a darker reality: emotional labor. Emotional labor is the effort we put into managing our emotions at work. Sometimes it's genuine, like sharing in a colleague's celebration. Other times it's surface acting, forcing a smile when we're actually stressed or upset. This constant pressure to appear happy can be incredibly draining. It forces individuals to suppress their true emotions, leading to a disconnect between how they feel and how they're expected to act. Over time, this dissonance can take a serious toll on mental health and well-being. The consequences of prolonged surface acting are far-reaching. Employees forced to maintain a facade of cheerfulness often experience increased stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. This can manifest physically too, leading to headaches, sleep disturbances, and weakened immunity. Moreover, surface acting can damage relationships and hinder communication. When people aren't free to express their true feelings, genuine connection becomes difficult. This lack of authenticity breeds mistrust and prevents the open dialogue crucial for effective teamwork. The impact extends to organizational performance as well. Burned-out employees are less engaged, less productive, and more likely to leave their jobs. This leads to high turnover rates, decreased morale, and a decline in overall organizational success. The dangers of enforced positivity aren't just theoretical, they play out in workplaces every day. This phenomenon, often overlooked, can have severe consequences on both employee well-being and overall company performance. Consider the case of a call center that implemented a strict positivity policy, requiring employees to maintain an upbeat demeanor throughout every interaction. The management believed that a constant positive attitude would lead to happier customers and better service ratings. While intended to improve customer satisfaction, this policy backfired dramatically. Employees found it increasingly difficult to mask their true emotions, especially when dealing with irate or unreasonable callers. Employees forced to suppress their frustrations with difficult callers experienced increased stress and emotional exhaustion. The constant pressure to appear cheerful took a toll on their mental health, leading to burnout. This led to higher absenteeism, lower performance, and ultimately decreased customer satisfaction. The very policy meant to enhance the customer experience ended up driving it into the ground. In another example, a tech startup prided itself on its always-on culture of relentless optimism. The founders believed that maintaining a positive outlook at all times would foster innovation and drive success. Employees were discouraged from expressing any doubts or concerns, creating an environment where problems were swept under the rug. This stifled open communication and prevented the team from addressing real issues. This culture of forced positivity prevented the team from addressing critical issues, ultimately hindering innovation and contributing to the company's downfall. The startup, once full of promise, found itself unable to adapt and grow, leading to its eventual closure. These examples highlight the dangers of toxic positivity, the relentless pressure to be happy and optimistic even in the face of challenges or setbacks. This enforced cheerfulness invalidates genuine human emotions and creates an environment where people feel afraid to express themselves authentically. When we deny negative emotions, we lose the opportunity to learn from them and grow. Sadness, anger, and frustration can provide valuable insights into areas that need improvement or change. By suppressing these emotions, we limit our ability to solve problems effectively and create meaningful change. Section 5. Beyond happy faces. Creating a culture of genuine optimism. Genuine optimism, unlike its toxic counterpart, acknowledges the full spectrum of human emotion. It understands that life is a blend of highs and lows, and it's essential to recognize and validate all feelings, not just the positive ones. It doesn't shy away from difficulty, but instead embraces challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. When teams face obstacles, they see them as chances to innovate and improve rather than as setbacks. Creating a workplace that fosters genuine optimism requires a fundamental shift in mindset. It's about cultivating an environment where positivity is authentic and grounded in reality. Leaders must move away from a culture of forced positivity and embrace a culture of psychological safety, where employees feel safe to express their true thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or reprisal. This means creating an atmosphere where open dialogue is encouraged and valued. This requires open communication, active listening and empathy. Leaders need to be approachable and willing to engage in meaningful conversations with their team members. Leaders must be willing to acknowledge and validate the full range of emotions experienced by their employees, creating a space where vulnerability is seen as a strength, not a weakness. By doing so, they build trust and foster a sense of belonging, which is crucial for a genuinely optimistic workplace. Section 6. The power of vulnerability. Embracing authentic emotions at work. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in reality, it is the foundation of authentic connection and trust. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we create space for others to do the same. This shared vulnerability builds stronger relationships, fosters empathy, and creates a more supportive and compassionate work environment. Encouraging vulnerability in the workplace requires leaders to model it themselves. By sharing their own challenges and struggles, leaders create a safe space for employees to do the same. This fosters a culture of openness and honesty where individuals feel comfortable bringing their whole selves to work. Psychological safety is the belief that one will not be punished or humiliated for speaking up with ideas, questions, concerns, or mistakes. It is essential for creating a workplace where employees feel comfortable taking risks, innovating, and speaking up when they see something that needs to be addressed. When employees feel psychologically safe, they are more likely to be engaged, productive, and innovative. They are also more likely to stay with their organization, reducing turnover and its associated costs. Creating psychological safety requires a conscious effort from both leaders and employees. It requires open communication, active listening, and a willingness to embrace diverse perspectives and experiences. So, how can leaders cultivate genuine optimism and psychological safety in their workplaces? It's not just about maintaining a cheerful demeanor or offering occasional praise. It's about creating an environment where employees feel valued, heard, and supported. Here are some practical tips that can help leaders foster a truly positive and supportive workplace culture. Encourage open communication and feedback. This means creating a culture where employees feel comfortable sharing their ideas and concerns without fear of retribution. Create regular opportunities for employees to share their thoughts and feelings, both positive and negative. Practice active listening by giving your full attention to the speaker and acknowledging their points. Pay attention to what employees are saying, both verbally and non-verbally. This includes noticing body language and tone of voice, which can often convey more than words alone. Seek to understand their perspectives and validate their emotions. This means acknowledging their feelings and showing empathy. Model vulnerability by being open about your own challenges and struggles. Share your own challenges and struggles with your team. This transparency can build trust and encourage others to be open about their own experiences. This will help create a safe space for others to do the same. Celebrate successes authentically by recognizing and appreciating employees for their hard work and achievements. Recognize and appreciate employees for their hard work and achievements, but avoid forced or insincere praise. Genuine recognition can boost morale and motivation, but avoid forced or insincere praise. Focus on solutions, not just positivity. Encourage employees to identify problems and work together to find solutions. Focus on solutions, not just positivity. Encourage employees to identify problems and work together to find solutions. This collaborative approach can lead to more effective problem solving and innovation. Encourage employees to identify problems and work together to find solutions. Prioritize employee well-being by offering resources and support to help employees manage stress and maintain their mental health. Offer resources and support to help employees manage stress and maintain their mental health. This can include wellness programs, mental health resources, and flexible work arrangements. By prioritizing well-being, leaders can create a more resilient and positive workplace. Cultivating genuine optimism doesn't mean ignoring challenges or painting a rosy picture of reality. It's about acknowledging difficulties while maintaining a belief in our ability to overcome them. This requires a balance of optimism and realism. We need to be honest about the challenges we face while maintaining a hopeful outlook and a belief in our collective ability to find solutions. Forced positivity may seem like a quick fix for boosting morale, but in reality it can be detrimental to both individual and organizational well-being. It's time to move beyond the facade of happiness and create workplaces that value authenticity, vulnerability, and the full spectrum of human emotion. By fostering psychological safety and embracing genuine optimism, we can create work environments where employees feel valued, supported, and empowered to bring their best selves to work each day. This shift towards authenticity will lead to healthier, happier, and ultimately more productive workplaces for everyone.